Alright, seems like they're still kicking around the Devil May Cry name, huh? Makes a guy wonder if they'll ever run out of demons to slice and dice. So, from what I've seen, and trust me, a legendary devil hunter like myself keeps tabs on these things. This Netflix version, it's got a different vibe. The animation style is definitely slicker, more modern. Less of that, well, anime look we had back in '07. Not saying that's bad, just different. Feels a bit more streamlined maybe, like they polished up the edges. Now, about yours truly. Well, from what I've glimpsed, this new Dante is still rocking the red coat and the smart remarks. Can't go wrong there. Seems he's still got that laid-back attitude, cracking jokes, even when facing down some seriously ugly mugs. That's the spirit. Though I haven't seen him go full-on goofy, like I could get sometimes. Maybe he's a bit more serious, or maybe I just haven't seen the right moments yet. Hope he's still got that knack for the dramatic one-liners. That's half the fun of this job. And the action? Looks pretty solid. Swords are swinging, guns are blazing, demons are exploding in a shower of whatever demon goo is made of these days. Can't complain about that. Gotta have the stylish action, right? That's what Devil May Cry is all about. Compared to our little adventure back then, our anime had a certain charm, didn't it? It was a bit rougher around the edges maybe, but it had heart. We got to see a different side of me, dealing with everyday cases, the loneliness of this job, and eventually forming a bond with Patty. It wasn't just about the big world-ending threats all the time. There was a bit more slice of life mixed in with the demon slaying. The Netflix one, it feels a little too, well, Americanized, you know? Look, I get it. They are trying to reach a wider audience probably. But there is a certain rawness, a certain sincerity that our original Japanese anime had. It wasn't afraid to be a little weird, a little over the top in its own unique way. It embraced that anime spirit, the dramatic pauses, the intense stares, the emotional outbursts. It felt genuine, even with all the crazy demon stuff happening. This new version, it feels slicker, sure, but almost sanitized. It's like they're trying too hard to be cool and edgy, and in doing so, it loses some of that genuine, almost naive sincerity we had. We weren't trying to be cool, we just were. And the infernality, that's another thing. When we faced demons, you felt it. There was a weight to it, a sense of genuine threat, a connection to something truly dark and otherworldly. The atmosphere was thick with it, the music, the visuals, it all contributed to the feeling of facing down pure evil. This new one, the demons looks menacing, sure, and the fights are flashy, but it feels less infernal. It's like they're just monsters to be defeated, obstacles in the way of the next cool action sequence. That sense of dread, that feeling of peering into the abyss, it's not quite there. Maybe it's the way they're portraying the supernatural, or the music they're using, or just the overall tone. But it lacks that certain something that made our encounters with demons feel truly significant, truly hellish. It feels a bit lighter somehow. This Netflix version seems to be focusing more on the action, which is cool too. It looks like it's cranking the volume up to 11 on the demon slaying mayhem. But there's a problem. They took the surface level elements, the guns, the sword, the white hair, but missed some of the deeper, more atmospheric stuff that made our Devil May Cry feel unique. It's like they're aiming for cool action without fully embracing the dark, sincere heart of the story. Alright. Gotta give credit where credit's due. That third episode of the Netflix series. Yeah, it actually had some moments that made me raise an eyebrow in a good way. I'll admit, after the initial impressions, I was a bit skeptical. But the third one, it showed a bit more of that raw energy I was hoping for. The action sequences, for one, were brutal and stylish. The swordplay, the gunfights felt genuinely Devil May Cry. They weren't just flashy, they had impact. For a few glorious minutes, it felt like they actually got the over-the-top, almost balletic violence That's part of my charm. And, surprisingly, there were glimpses of that darker atmosphere I was missing. It wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. There was a genuine sense of unease, a hint of the truly nasty stuff lurking beneath the surface. It wasn't quite the oppressive dread we sometimes dealt with, but it was a step in the right direction. Even the new Dante in that episode. He showed a bit more of that signature swagger and those sarcastic quips that I am known for. There were a couple of lines that actually made me smirk. He wasn't just going through the motions. There was a spark of that devil may care attitude that's essential to the character. Now, I'm not saying it suddenly became a perfect reincarnation of our original anime. It still had that sleek modern feel, and maybe it's still holding back on some of the deeper emotional stuff. But that third episode, it was a solid burst of devil may cry action with a slightly darker edge and a Dante that felt a little more like, well, me. So yeah, while the new one might have the visual polish, it feels like it's lost a bit of its soul in translation. It's gone for a more generic action anime vibe, and in doing so, it sacrificed some of that unique sincerity and that palpable sense of infernality that our original had in spades. It's a shame, really. That raw, genuine darkness was part of what made our story resonate, even with all the pizza and wisecracks. So, is it worth watching it? Yeah, probably. Gotta keep an eye on the competition. See if this new me is keeping up with the family tradition. Plus, you can never have too much Demon Slayer action, right? Just hope they kept the pizza obsession intact. That's a non-negotiable part of the Dante package.